Hey, how your mom and dad? Welcome to the Far Reaches podcast. We are four friends from Eastern Oregon who've traveled the world and wound up scattered across the U.S. Join us as we get together to talk about current events, old events, agriculture, politics, movies, books, stocks, love, and even a little bit of life. No, we don't always agree, but we stay friends and even enjoy a few laughs. We think you will too, so come on along and enjoy the ride. And don't forget, keep on reaching. Hey, don't forget to stop by our special friends at B&K Auto Salvage who help bring this podcast to you each and every week. Folks, with over 1,200 used vehicles in stock and a large selection of 4x4 parts available, that's always being updated. B&K Auto Salvage is your Eastern Oregon one-stop shopping for the automotive world. And be sure to listen very close every week for the Far Reaches promo code that's going to get you discounted pricing and bumps on those prices on that scrap. So that's our good friends at B&K Auto Salvage. Make sure you told them the Reacher sent you and listen every week for the promo code to get extra savings. I only forgot it once. Hey, how your mom and them? How you doing? Welcome to the Far Reachers podcast. You know who we are. If you don't, listen to the intro and figure it all out. Welcome to the show, gang. This is April 4th, I believe, 2022. Yeah. Got myself, Micah, if you can't read the screen, Raleigh, Richard. Of course, we're coming to you live on the Facebook at the moment, but you might be listening to this.
Where's Joel?
He had to poop. He'll be here in a second. Yeah.
We need to harass him while he's not here.
Well, we can do that for sure.
I really wanted to say when he said that he'd be a little late because he's playing darts.
He's practicing darts. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't be gay.
About darts?
Don't say gay.
Oh, don't say gay? Okay, sorry. So yeah, you might be listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcast or who knows where by now. This could be a rerun. This could be 2025 when you're tuning in. So thanks for coming back and checking us out, kids. Of course, now it might be, illegal or something kind of behind the wall secret activity. We had no idea what influence we had on the freedom of America. Or it could be banned altogether, or who knows, this might be the last episode ever. No matter the case, we welcome you to this fine show brought to you by our tremendously good friends at B&K Auto Salvage there in the beautiful Grand Ronde Valley. That is LeGrand and Baker City. For those of you not familiar, that is in Northeast Oregon for all your scrap needs. Make sure you use the promo code from the Reachers, which is, does anybody remember what the promo code is?
Reach around.
Close. LGB. Let's go, Brandon.
Oh, LGB. Yeah, damn it.
Yeah, I'm sure if you called Bo and said reach around Far Reachers, he'd be like, okay, we can talk. Yeah. So, but that's the official promo code. So make sure you listen, tell your friends, share this, share with others. Welcome, kids. It's we're 3 out of 4 at the moment, as we talked a little bit earlier. Joel's playing darts, so he says. So we'll see how that really is. He might show up. We already got Deegan just said Wolverines. So yeah, Grant County,
You let him babysit yet?
Have
What's
I?
Yeah.
No, he's been up here twice since baby was born, but they were just in and out for a brief amount of time.
You talking about the conception or when they come to visit?
Both.
Okay, just checking. This is the shit I miss all week when we don't get to talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, gang. So as we kick off every week, we started with a good old fashioned reach around. That's where we go around the table and give some highlights and updates and how your mom is in since the last time we all met and talked. It's been a couple weeks. So yeah. Ralls, what are you thinking?
Oh, I was just trying to think of when the last time was. It's been a while.
Well, for the full effect, it was actually March 4th. And then the 24th, I think I did the Far Reaches Extra with Doc Pfister. And then we're here today.
Was that the one when I was trying to fall asleep?
The last one before in March? Yeah. The one you did fall asleep. Yeah, there's no try about it. You were doing. Yeah.
It was right in the heat of cold calving.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. So, and we were supposed to do this last night, but I had work shit come up that needed some tendon too. And so
really
shoved it over again. So
that's what they call it.
Tending. Yeah, tendon to. Yeah. That's the scientific term. Yeah. So And we just
Perfect.
lost Richard. I think Richard accidentally like deleted himself. He was setting something up, fiddling around with his laptop or God knows what. Now
Oh,
he's
there he
back.
is.
He must have put it on, stand up and shake it mode. So yeah.
I'm back, hopefully.
Well, what's your reach around, Richard?
Oh man, I did 2 funerals in 3 weeks, and both people were named Virginia. No, wait, 2 funerals 1 week, both were named Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it like a Terminator thing, like Sarah Connor, or is everybody worried?
I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, lots of funerals. Boy, everything's just a blur. So it seems like everything's till these cows get turned out in May. A lot of people got lucky and turned theirs out in April, but I don't know what they turned them out to. Not much feed. So yeah, so trying to make this last 33-day push till I can get mine out on the pastures and up in the morning feeding and doing water. I'm not doing the water, but doing the water as far as the administration of the water. So
That's a proper term right there, the administration of the water. Very nice.
I have learned a lot about water in the last 6 months. So I'm pretty proficient at the Oregon State. I can look up a well. I can look
Nice.
up, surface rights. Yeah.
Mhm. Down there to the old WRD, eh?
Yep.
Affirmative.
So,
For those of you just joining the home game, Richard has become the water authoritarian of Lake County. So we're very proud of him.
Just
Just
my
the
little
district.
Oh, just the district. Pardon me. There's wishful thinking on my part. I'm always, making him out better than he actually is.
No, just the Adel Water Improvement District. So,
That's some high quality H2O.
yeah. So I was out looking at a pump today that needs to be moved. So I'm one of those people. If the pump needs to be moved, just move it. But there's a lot of talking that goes around pump moving. So
That sounds like a great title to a poem or a book. There's a lot of talking that goes around the pump moving. Yeah. That reminds me, I was once out on 7 Mile Road, and there we are.
No, it's fun. It's been fun. We're actually doing pretty good. I now watch water flow like I used to watch ESPN.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Did everybody you go out the morning, drive down past somebody, you have to roll down the window, you see, hey, did you see the creek was at 110 last night? Oh yeah, it should be really good to. Oh no, I looked at it this morning, it's down to 72. It'll come back. So no, but it's just amazing when you watch it every day, even in a drought. We could just title this high quality H2O because it's just amazing to watch water, and people are really, I think maybe I should rephrase it. The thing I appreciate most about a drought is how much people value water, because we don't value it when there's not a drought.
True.
We're very capable of valuing it, and I think it's something we should do all the time, regardless of the quantity of water that you have.
Kind of like freedom, right?
Yeah. Yes, we could draw some parallels, but
we won't do that for now. We'll do it later.
We don't really got much if we don't got water. So
no,
pretty much sunshine. Then everybody goes, well, if you don't got the oxygen, it doesn't matter. So I don't get that argument, but I think you have to have water and sunshine pretty much. Do a lot of stuff with those two things.
Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. Not a douchebag. Yeah, scraps degrees.
But I've got to probably since the last podcast, I've got to see all the nieces and nephews. I also have one niece, so that's been cool. The sisters, and the brother-in-law, so and cousins. Yeah, it's been a crazy couple weeks around here in L Town.
Springing, yeah.
Scraps is scratching.
She's just, getting it all out there. Yeah. That's
So
all I have to say about that.
Other than water and exhaustion, I don't have much to share.
Both are deeply appreciated and interesting and deep topics, though. Yes. Rawls, you feel like reaching?
Well, if you don't,
Well, go ahead. Yeah.
by all means.
Never mind. The gentleman never tells. Yeah. So that's why we all talk a lot. Yeah.
Oh, hell, I just done with my first month of calving, and the heat cycles are starting to pick up again. I should get another little draft of them, but the last 40 always take a month. So just kind of at that point and waiting to started to green up. We had a little heat and then got cold again. Now we're getting moisture, and when it's cold, that doesn't do you a lot of good, other than the wind usually blows and then you don't have the moisture anymore. So just kind of playing through spring here, and hopefully we get good timely moisture with heat before it's all said and done, and kind of preparing for drought situation again, as is everybody. Not looking forward to what the grazing is going to look like this summer. And that's why I'm hoping for the timely rains, get enough grass to get through. So
Affirmative.
yeah. Just trying to get cows worked and ready to trail out and get field work done, and we're planning to take a little family trip down to Texas to see Kel's parents in May there. So trying to get everything done to be able to be gone for a few days. So,
Outstanding.
yeah.
Oh, y'all flying down or driving down?
Oh, we're gonna fly. Yeah.
I figured. You never know. I've
I
known
don't
some
know.
big beats to go from Oregon to Texas in roughly 13 minutes. So I thought I'd check and see what route you were taking. So
I'm not super thrilled about the idea of an airport and an infant, but that's better than being stuck in the car for 18 hours or whatever it takes to get there. Maybe it's more than that now. It's got to be more than that, 20 some odd hours. What you got there? I can't read.
Eargasm earplugs.
Oh, perfect.
They're golden. So,
well, good news is Buster's not too fussy. I mean,
good.
You keep a supply of milk in front of him and get him to sleep when he needs to. He's pretty good. So
he is your son. Yes.
Yeah. A boob and a pillow will do wonders.
Exactly. Riley's kind of grouchy. Well, have you seen any boobs lately? No. Are you tired? Yeah. Well, I'd suggest one of those two, perhaps both, if you had the time. Yeah.
It's pretty simple, really. I mean,
there's no hiding that men are simple creatures in general, and so yes, that's pretty much the key to unlock all right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, feed me something and show me a boob. I'll be pretty happy. Yeah.
Yeah. He's starting to get quite the little personality and a lot of fun and smiles and giggles and
oh, that's good.
Yeah. So that's been fun, but really just waiting for the weather to warm up a little. Got quite a bit of hay to move yet before new crop, so I'm got a guy coming and hauling hay. And
yeah, are you having much problems getting rid of your hay? I imagine it's probably a popular item.
No, good Lord, I put an ad on Facebook. I had a little extra, and I had within the first 12 hours probably 70 personal messages, and I'll bet you on the different forums that I put it on, different horse associations, Northwest stuff, there was easily 100 comments almost instantly, folks just pining over it. And then I had one old gal, she thought I was a scam because she thought it was too cheap for Seattle pricing. And yeah, she was questioning who I was, and has anybody heard of me? And why is this is too good of a deal? Well, I can raise the price for you.
Yeah, I'll double it pretty quickly if you believe who I am. So,
Yeah.
oh, that's
No,
awesome.
it's not hard to sell hay right now. I get calls all the time for people looking for hay. Another reason I'd like to get the cows out and free up a little more, but we got to wait on the weather for that. So
One thing at a
These
time.
damn cows
Yeah.
never cooperate.
They have a
No.
mind of their own, one would think, almost.
Yeah,
That might be a
well,
bold statement, but yeah.
it's just springtime.
Ooh, we have what's coming to us live, folks. One Joel Hugh Curran on the line. Hello, caller.
His middle name is Hugh.
Yeah. Hello, caller one. Boy, look at the head on that one. Good God.
Reminds me of
That
Hugh
is a
Hefner.
Man,
That is a Hugh head.
that's some dude that drives a van. Yeah.
I think we need to call him Hef from now on. Now that we
Hey,
know
guys.
his middle name.
Mr. Joel, good day, sir.
Am I late?
Yeah, we've just been reaching around. We're just almost to you, actually.
Yeah, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Show up to the party, you get the third reach around. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Where do I begin? I don't
Well,
know, man.
I think you start at the bottom and work your way to the top and then reverse. Really, I don't know. It's your story, man. We're just living in your world, brother. I'm
Out
gonna
of
throw off.
hardly out of breath walking from the bar playing darts.
Darts will get you. Yeah.
Shit, we had a wedding in the family. That was fun. Brian and Casey are both in New York City.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. How was that?
It was a good time. Took him. Well, I wouldn't say I took him around. Brian kind of led the charge. Knew where he wanted to go.
Perfect.
just
I'm
tagged
sure you
along.
had an agenda and spreadsheets and shit. Yeah. So
Yeah, it was fine. We went to some bars in the city and walked around, made it to the Upper East Side, met up with some friends of mine. Yeah, it's a good time having them here.
outstanding. I'm glad they both got to come back. That's cool.
We went to McSorley's. Remember that, Micah?
Oh,
Took
yeah,
you
for
there.
sure. Yeah.
It's like the oldest bar in New York, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what the real story behind that is. Hold on a second.
I know it's
noise
famous enough
cancellation.
it made a Dropkick Murphys lyric.
Yeah.
They talk about that in the song.
Yeah.
One of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like I think it is the oldest. So there's two bars I think that lay claim to that title. It's
That's
Pete's
right.
Tavern. There's
Yeah,
Pete's
Pete's.
Tavern, which is on like 15th and Irving or something like that.
Yeah.
Love that bar too. But McSorley's is like the true feeling of like this place has been around here since the 1700s type of
Yeah.
place. Like
Proper spud bar.
what's up?
A proper spud bar.
Aye.
Yeah, you go in and got cranky old bartenders and they ask you light or dark. So you say dark beer. And then they give you 2 mugs. So remember that?
Yeah.
These guys carry around like 20 mugs
Like all just like
in their hands.
yeah.
I really like that place, but I usually only go there when people are in town. It's
Yeah.
fun to go there. Other than that, I've been playing darts a lot. Man, that's my new hobby.
You're digging it? I think it sounds like you are.
Yeah, joined a darts league. We were supposed to start tomorrow officially, but the team we're playing has had to cancel.
Oh. Forfeit.
I've been practicing. I ordered my own dartboard. Arrives tomorrow, so I don't have to go to the bar every time I want to practice.
Do you get you get a digital dartboard or you guys shoot on a regular one?
Just a real dartboard.
Yeah.
Inflation's killing me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
I got I went to get a salad for lunch today, and they ring it up just around the corner. It's just a salad place. I was thinking this is gonna be like $12. They rang it up, it was $19 and some change.
Holy shit!
I actually talked to my
I asked
brother.
him, like, you sure?
Oh, I was just gonna throw another tidbit in there. My brother told me that the lunch buffet at Big John's in Pendleton now is like $12.99. It used to be $5.99.
Really?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Wow.
$6 chicken at Safeway is now $8.36 or $8.83.
Yeah. Howdy.
Both of those sound like fantastic deals still.
Compared to the $19 salad. Joel just got
$19,
today.
$20 salad.
Yeah, don't forget the tip. Yeah. You're like, are you sure? No, it's just this. Like, I didn't get like a rotisserie chicken on the side to like shred on it when I get home. Like, no, that's it. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go back to. There's a lot of pizza places around here that have lunch specials, 2 slices for $5. I'm just gonna have to go eat pizza permanently, which is all right.
Hey, you know, there's worse things that can happen to a fella. Yeah.
What else? I mean, yeah, that's my life, man. Darts and
salads and pizza.
had some family in town. That was fun. Got our cruise booked. We're going on a cruise this summer.
Oh yeah, for Janet's birthday, right?
Officially for her retirement
Her
party,
retirement,
which was
that's right.
like 2 years ago, but we're gonna actually do it this year. So
Well, sure, yeah. Cool.
I wish I had more to report, Micah. But
Where's your
Not
cruise?
bad.
Where's your cruise at?
what?
Going
Where's
to
the-
Alaska? Is that where you're going? Up north?
Yeah, it's out of Seattle, stops in Canada somewhere along the way, and up to Alaska. We have some family. On my dad's side of the family, they're the Gassmans.
Hmm.
A bunch of them live in Sitka.
Oh, okay.
So we saw Jan Gassman at the wedding. She told us to look her up when we get to Alaska. Say hello.
You say no to that.
Yeah, all the people on this cruise ship are gonna be so jealous. We know somebody there.
Turns out, yeah.
And right now, the national championship game is playing.
Yes, it sure is. It's tied up 11-11. Dismissed
It's
the
going
free
pretty
throw.
well. I put $100 on Kansas at the beginning, 7-1 odds to win it. So
Nice.
hopefully they pull this out. I'll win $700.
Yeah, that's not bad. I think they're the better team, so we'll see. North Carolina just took the lead though by 1. So
yeah,
so
I'm kind of watching it at the same time.
it's right here. Yeah.
Did you guys watch the Grammys last night?
No.
Did you guys talk about the fucking Will Smith slap?
Not yet. No.
Yeah,
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't
What?
understand.
Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in the face.
What?
That was
You
at
never
the that was at the Oscars though, wasn't it? Was it the Oscars? Of course,
Yeah, it was at
Richard
the
heard.
Oscars.
Richard is somewhat still connected to the world. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Just chose to block it out of my mind.
yeah, it's already done. That's the only way I knew that the Oscars were happening is because when I woke up the next day and my phone had blown in 7 pieces because of that crap, I was like, oh, the Oscars. Cool. Yeah.
Oscar's so white, not this year.
What?
Remember like 2 years ago, Will Smith was responsible for Will and Jada were complaining about how all the Oscar nominees were all white.
Oh,
And the hashtag trended Oscars so white.
that's fucking.
And then after the slap, it started trending Oscars so black started
Yeah.
trending.
There you go, black eye. Yeah, Will Smith means black eye on Oscars. That would be my title.
It made it more exciting. I think it's dangerous to do that to a stand-up comedian. It's bullshit.
It's
I bet he would have
asshole-ish.
done that I bet he would have done it to Joey Diaz.
No, or Joe Rogan, or almost anybody else. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's so funny because, well, to dive into this a bit, what Rock said a few years ago about her was even funnier when she was like going to boycott the Oscars because I don't, God knows what, somebody was oppressed, I'm sure. And he's like, yeah, Jada Smith boycotting the Oscars, like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. Like, there was no invite ever sent to begin with. What are you worried about? Like, like she's not getting an Oscar, okay?
Yeah, they wouldn't have done that to Rogan or Diaz, but they would never ask those guys to be on the Oscars. Like they
even
asked Ricky Gervais.
Like Gervais,
maybe,
I don't think he would have hit him.
that was such a tame joke,
Yeah,
right? It was a
100%.
tame joke. It was like, oh, you look like Demi Moore when she was super hot.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
It still doesn't all add up to me. So I've been blocking. Yeah, I'm all about
Anyway,
hardest good.
Bottom line,
yeah.
Chris Rock is a national treasure, and how dare you fucking slap that guy?
Absolutely. I hope they
My
strip.
first thought when I woke up and I saw the slap, I was like, motherfucker. Everything else going on in the world right now, and this is what's going to take all the attention.
Of course.
We got a lot of shit going on. We don't need this bullshit from Chris Rock. I'm sure Chris Rock didn't want it, but nobody needs to be talking about Will fucking Smith right now. Pretty irrelevant as the world goes.
Did you see that the election committee actually fined Hillary and her campaign for the Steele dossier?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Checks in the mail, Will.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What happened?
The election committee, National Election Committee, actually fined Hillary and her campaign over $100,000, which is not near enough, for disseminating the fake dossier from the Russians. Yeah.
Probably trying to get ahead of a lawsuit.
That's why Trump's suing her, apparently. Yeah.
I did not hear that.
Yeah.
It's amazing what they won't tell you.
It's really, really intriguing. Yeah. So, especially when it comes to that. You know, any of those assholes. But
it's been really interesting over the last couple of weeks watching the whole laptop thing come to a conclusion, being like, yeah, okay, that's true.
Greatest atrocities in modern history. One of many, but still way up there. Oh, that's disinformation. That's all you have to say about something. You're like, just say what?
I heard that he had we're spending $30,000 a week on him to live in a hotel in Mali and be guarded by Secret Service.
Now his place is 20 something. I just watched it on Tucker tonight. His place is over 20,000 a month. The Secret Service is over 30,000 a month to watch him. Yeah.
And the taxpayers are paying both his rent and for the Secret Service.
I think so. I know they're paying the Secret Service. I don't know about the rent. Yeah. So that's because he's there to
bastard
create this.
It's just kind of insane to think about all this stuff over the last. We were being gaslit. I remember when they made up that term. Like, that's a stupid fucking word. Never understood it until, okay, now you're doing that to us constantly. And all these things just are, okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, that's true too. That's true. Yeah, all these things are true. Alex Jones is right 99% of the time. That fucking guy.
Wow. You heard it here first, kids.
You're at the Monkey High Camara. That's where you're at right now.
Things are turning around with Elon Musk buying 10% of Twitter.
Yeah.
Fucking baller. Love that guy.
That's my favorite part of the day. Like, especially that one tweet, that asshole. I think I sent it to you guys. Like, I work here and I run the terms and conditions, and I'm not going to work with that guy, so I'm leaving. Bye. Yeah. That's all it takes.
He's probably going to get ready anyway.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna go work at Spotify.
Yeah, exactly. Where they want me. Then they played the new CEO of Twitter. They played his comments about, it's not really about protecting the First Amendment. It's just about protecting the right, proper speech. What did he say? The right community speech, some bullshit. Anyways, it's like, obviously we're gonna just let people say what we want them to say, not anything else. So like, well, yeah, that seems fair. So Sons of bitches. So yeah, I don't know what you bought, like what $3 billion worth, about 10%. Is that correct?
Yeah, I put in a little under
Yeah,
3 billion on it.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it's kind of
I know all this because I now drive around and listen, because we just got a new feed pickup that only has a radio in it. And since we get
So
FM,
you listen to local AM.
I'm back to listening to AM and Rush's old time slot with Buck Sexton and some other dude.
Clay Travis.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Air slot on loan from Rush. I think that's the best part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. Instead of talent on loan from God, air slot on loan from Rush. Yeah. See, Clay Travis was on Fox Sports for a long time, and he was always just rallying against the commies as well. And then they finally put him together to take over Rush's slot. So
yeah, because I thought Buck would be the more radical of the two, but he can't even start the slow side of that Clay guy.
He's pretty smart though. I like him.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's an interesting new. I think that they found a good. I don't know how. Sorry, I did take us off on a tangent, but
We are a tangent.
I thought that they did a good job replacing Rush.
Yeah,
That's
a huge deal.
Of course,
Yeah.
when you're stuck in a feed truck for 4 hours and you only have one station, your opinion sort of gets shaped by what your listening enjoyment is, because it's either that or songs from the 50s.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't necessarily have to like what you hear, but I'm thinking about when we worked Wheat Harvest for McDave and Company, it was Wheat Harvest for them. Saturdays was pretty rough on the AM channel because it was freaking Cigar Aficionado channel. Like that was the long ashes to you. Yeah. But when it's like 113 and you got your window rolled up so you don't get wheat chaff all over you, and you're like, the last thing I'm thinking about right now is a freaking cigar. Like seriously.
You had one that night though.
That's different. Yeah. Long ashes to you, Richard. Yeah. So we should have called this show Tangents. That'd have been good.
Yeah, so much has been happening lately.
Well, with all it's not, like you said, Joel, where do you begin, man? Like,
Well,
people.
have we even met since like this thing in Ukraine has started?
Yes.
Yeah, we had it just fired up because our last full gather around was, I think, the 4th of March, 3rd or 4th of March, I believe. So it must have been the 3rd. Yeah, because we published it on the 4th. So 2nd, 3rd, or 4th of March, and we had our last full gathering.
They seem to really want to start to get America into that war, don't they?
Very much so. Yeah, that's a good distraction from everything else. That's
Putin's price hikes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. They let him say that? Like nobody just like shredded his wheat? Like really? That's his fault now? Of course. Yeah. So you're the
it's
so transparent what they're doing. It's like who do they think they're well they are.
There's still people like
fooling half the country.
completely just blind and eating the retard Cheerios as many bowls as they get their hands on. And that's the sad part. It's like I don't know what that I refuse to call it the P word, but I don't know what that person has to do before people are like, yeah, this isn't healthy. Of course, when they have the VP who's visibly dumber than he is, then he's pretty safe, So Ukraine is a country, and Russia is a bigger country, and you're like, it's like a second grader giving a book report on a book they didn't read.
Did you hear one about the significance of the passage of time?
Oh, the time. And time is really what we're focusing on now, because the time is what we really have until the time goes by. And the time to do that, watching of time, is now.
The significance of the passage of time. It's very significant. The passage of time.
Because as time moves along, and then it's past. And then
I've been asking people like, have you guys ever done public speaking and you just kind of like bumble your words and it's humiliating.
Sure.
Like if you fuck up. She is fucking up public speaking on the world stage. I'm like, how do you recover from that? That's got to be absolutely
A,
humiliating.
you're completely disconnected mentally, and you think that you're the most brilliant person ever because that's all anybody tells you. B, nobody's going to call you out on it besides other world leaders
Well-
and other news cycles.
But I mean, her boss does a worse job than her, so what the hell?
It is a tight 1-2 punch, but he is 80 and completely dementia, whatever. She's, I don't know, 50 something probably, and I don't know what you have. If you have too many dicks in you, what that's called, dick mentioned, maybe, whatever.
Yeah,
Joel,
she has to be.
Joel, do you still think she's hot?
Kamala?
No, the press secretary.
Pasaki?
Peppermint Patty.
I think she's good. I think Pasaki's good looking. Yeah.
It's okay.
We haven't completely converted you yet.
Not quite. It's okay though. That's fine. He can. That's. I don't know. That's.
She's no McEnany or whatever.
Well, yeah. So you talk about just losing all the way around, but yeah. And then Kamala's when she's talking to the. She was at the press conference with I think he's the prime minister of Poland, and a press person asked her about the U.S. response to this and that and the other, and she just gives the Polish. She's like, and he's like,
Do you want to field this question about
okay. He's like, a friend in need is a friend indeed. That's what she did, and I was just like, what? That's the most softball question ever. Like, I don't understand how they couldn't program her enough to even answer that. But she, anyways, beyond.
What do you think they're going to do? They can't run either of those people next election.
There's no way. Because they were kicking around Hillary for a while. That was the whole scuttle that she was coming back upon the, she was going to be the savioress again. And I think
I heard the other day that little Peter Puffer is the next one.
Buttigieg?
Yeah, that one.
God.
And his sterling results of being Secretary of Transportation. Obviously can't fault anything there of late. Yeah. So
who I think would have a really good shot, and I personally would consider voting for the guy.
Oh, the guy
is Al Franken.
Good God.
What?
He's in the doghouse with the fake boob grab and everything, but I've always liked Al Franken. I think he's a straight shooter. I think he's an honest guy. I'd vote for him over Trump. Are you fucking kidding me? Not over DeSantis. I'd vote for DeSantis over Franken probably, but I like Al Franken.
That's
What's
fine.
wrong with Al Franken?
Where do you start again? Yeah, like what's that guy ever done? Ever? Any idea?
He was a super hard worker in the Senate. He was always. Did you ever watch his? What committee was he on? He was on. He was on the finance committee, I think. I don't know. He was.
Must
I
have been good
watched
at
the
it.
congressional hearings with him. He was always well prepared. He didn't ask the stupid fucking questions that these people always do, like just to get attention. And he's a stand-up comic. He's brilliant. I like him.
I listened to him when he was on Clear Channel with Janine Garofalo. Brilliant would not be one of the things I'd choose to call him.
Well, he's probably trying to be funny, right?
See, I don't think you should have to try to be funny.
Yeah.
Well, his goal was comedy.
Yeah,
if he's on a radio program, Janine Garofalo, who is a pretty decent stand-up comic herself.
At one time, she kind of went way off in the shrubs.
So
no, she's still active around here. She's always at the stand. She's
I said she used to be funny. Yeah, I like.
Joe
she's still
Piscopo
funny.
was on Saturday Night Live too, but I wouldn't really say he was a funny guy.
Who was?
Joe Piscopo.
Oh yeah, he did. Now the Ebony and Ivory he did when he was playing Frank Sinatra and Eddie Murphy was Stevie Wonder. That was pretty funny.
You don't think Eddie backed out a little bit?
Oh, he had a sore back, no doubt about it. Yeah. So now I want to see what Tulsi Gabbard's going to do.
Now, Democrats hate Tulsi.
Yeah, but most Americans don't. So
Well, Yeah, I don't think she'll win the nomination ever. As
She's not
long as
gonna-
she's
she,
a Democrat.
She might switch parties, and who knows?
Yeah,
Like,
if she switched parties to Republican, she might win.
I'd take DeSantis and her would be a nice team.
Yeah.
I don't think you could beat that team. I wouldn't want him to leave Florida. I'm pretty selfish in that regard. If we've
Put
learned
Trump
anything
in the
over this
governor.
past few years, local governance is very, very important.
Just don't say gay thing. We've had this our mayor, Eric Adams.
Hmm.
He had like a press conference today trying to lure LGBTQ community from Florida to New York. Like, why is New York City opining on the state of Florida on a bill there that has nothing to do with not saying gay?
Exactly. It's like all you have to just be honest about the bill and let's talk about it, but it has nothing to do with what they say it is. That's again, why doesn't anybody believe the media?
Or did he get shouted down for not having his mask?
Eric Adams, yeah, he did well because he just renewed today. I think New York City, I think, is the only city in the world that still requires 2 to 5-year-olds or 2 to 4-year-olds or something. They have to wear masks in like daycare and preschool and stuff.
That's cruel and unusual punishment, man. That's seriously
Yeah.
jacked up.
Yeah, he renewed it. So a lot of parents here are greatly upset about it. I mean, they're
Seriously
the
messed up.
lowest risk population there is, and he's just
And the most highest impact. They're 2 to 4-year-olds. For God's sake, what's wrong with these people, man?
Well, look what they're doing at Disney.
Oh God, it just makes my brain hurt.
What's annoying about
Can't
it
change
is
the world if you don't change the future.
Mm-hmm.
so the mask has been widely recognized the entire time is it doesn't protect you, it protects other people. So I don't want protection from a 2 to 4-year-old.
I don't even know how to explain that.
Like
It protects other people. What kind
I would happily pick up a crying 3-year-old that knowingly this little kid has COVID.
Sure.
And it's like I'll pick it up. Like, grow up.
And I have to interject. That's the most communist saying ever in the world. The mask doesn't protect you; it protects other people. I don't understand that at all.
It's not communism. What communism?
Dude, it's like I'm doing this for everybody else. Like, what the hell kind of sense does that make that it doesn't protect you? It protects other people.
Yeah.
So if you're not wearing it, then that makes you selfish and you're hurting other people, which is absolutely asinine.
What kind of beta is out there? Just beta males that are just like, I'm scared of a 3-year-old with COVID. Grow up.
They're little petri dishes, man. Like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. It doesn't
wear
protect.
it. Wear it like a man. Wear COVID like a man. Grow up.
Yeah. Richard's got his evening vitamin regiment going.
Yeah.
Good God. Yeah, don't say gay. Don't. It makes my head freaking spin. It seriously does.
Have we heard? We haven't even got Micah's reach around yet, have we?
No. It's been fun though. Why do we keep getting all the comments getting automatically hidden on our freaking page?
I know. I just had to unhide one.
Yeah, I did like 3 or 4 of them.
Probably because I put the eggplant on it.
No, it was happening before. I don't understand. Like Deegan's like about a $16 rump roast of Fred Myers and had a security device under. It was hidden. There must be a stupid setting somewhere I have to undo.
Where'd it go? That's stupid.
Anyways, yeah. I've had all sorts of chaos and confusion and shit going on since last we spoke. So I had the freaking main water line in my house break. I didn't realize it until I got the $9 million water bill.
How does the main water line break?
I don't have any idea, but of course it was
on
my side of it was on my side of the meter. So naturally, yes.
Like
so,
you're responsible for the water of the city pipe.
Yeah, because it was past my meter. It was on my land. It was my my water main to my house. Yeah.
That seems silly.
Well, it was after my meter, so like they don't know. Like, well, I've put it in like that. So it had rained like 10 inches in like a day and a half, so the ground was like pretty wet. So I was able to find actually where the leak was kind of coming from. So that helped. So I still did a shit ton of digging. Then I finally got a hold of the plumber through my really completely worthless home warranty program, and they finally came out, and I was really close to where it was at. They fixed it, and I sent that bill to the utility company, so hopefully they can adjust my bill, because it was like average of like 2,500 gallons a month, and it was like 19,000. Like, dude, yeah, I could fill my pool up twice and have like a car wash, and it wouldn't use that much water. So yeah.
Didn't you have water problems when you first moved into that house?
I did, and then went away, and then something broke again, and here it is. Yeah, so this time fully fixed. That's why I called the plumber, because A, I have the home warranty. I'm like, come do your job. But B, I needed the bill that I could show it had been fixed and sent in to the water company. So hopefully.
So do they shut off your water for an extended period of time to fix that?
I did. Yeah, I didn't have water for like a week. Yeah. Well, I did. I have a separate line that's plumbed from my meter as well. It goes directly to my backyard. So I have a water hose, so I could like fill up my drinking water and like a bucket to run the toilet with. And I have a solar powered outdoor shower. So those two kept me going for that just about a week. Yeah. So
They shut off our water today from 10 o'clock this morning until 2. And then turned it on, and it was just like disgusting water rolled out of there for a minute.
yeah,
I don't know what it was. It was all brown, looked like shit water.
Remnants in the pipes. Yeah, as it settled.
But then it's like, then you just drink out of it. Like, that's all not there. It's there.
Yeah, but it's like
it's
not
can't
there.
See it.
Yeah, it's not there.
But yeah, you're not. But yeah, you're not dead.
Yeah, so it's all good.
And you didn't have to walk 4 miles to get it.
Mm-hmm. And the water wasn't low because Richard turned it off.
Oh boy, North Carolina is up by
7-point lead, 4:35 left in the first half, folks. So yeah, and then when they put it all back together and turned the water back on, and they had gotten some dirt in the pipe apparently, so all my house was plugged up. So they had to come back the next day and take like shower heads off, sink, and everything else because it had filled with sand. So I was like, hey, you guys should have been a little more careful when you put the fucking pipe back together. So, but they didn't charge for the next day, so that was nice. But it's like I've almost got water, but I don't fully have water. And I did jack up my kitchen sink, so I have to get a new kitchen sink faucet.
Hey,
so
nobody responded to my text. Some of the guys I played darts with, they know about you guys, cattle ranchers, and they want to buy like a half. You know, what's the proper terminology? You say a half.
Mm-hmm. Half or a quarter.
Steer.
Yeah. So
is that feasible to ship something like that?
Yeah,
we'll ship it
Vermont.
Yeah. Richard will ship it. The dude you got the steaks from, they'll ship a half of beef.
Richard, you want to ship me a quarter or a half?
Go to High Desert or God damn it, which co-op am I talking about? Go to Desert Mountain grass-fed beef. They'll send you it. We sent a whole carcass down to Florida.
See, that's me actually. Yeah. No, I'm not the whole carcass, but yeah. No, it's feasible, Joel.
Is that fairly economical?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
I mean, main thing is you gotta. Where are you guys gonna store it at? Like you have a freezer the size of a bread box.
Well, I'd only take some. One of the guys I played darts with, he has a whole house.
Oh, cool.
With like freezers and shit.
You might. I mean, not. I don't want to turn you away from Rich's business, but you might look more local. I mean, because there are beef producers back there in the eastern states that you may be able to find something to, and it would be a much more affordable with freight.
I'll even give you a name of one. White Oak Pastures.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called?
White Oak Pastures, Will Harris.
Send that to me on text message, maybe.
We'll
Spell
send it
right.
offline. Yeah. I didn't remember seeing your text, so I apologize.
Yeah, dude, food's just so expensive here.
Yeah.
You got a Costco? Where's the nearest Costco to you?
I don't know if they have Costco. They probably do. I think
must.
what people go to here is called. I think it's owned by like Walmart. What's
Sam's
that
Club.
called?
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club. I think they have
Yeah.
Sam's here.
Probably. I like Sam's. I shop there quite a bit. Well, not haven't in a while, but I was just there on Friday, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been enjoying making steaks. I've gotten pretty good at it with the what's that metal pan called that I have?
Cast
Cast
iron.
iron.
Cast
Skillet?
iron. The skillet. I've been doing pretty good with that, but every time I do it, I set off the fire alarm. It stinks up the entire apartment for 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah. Tough.
Try cooking eggs on that.
You make eggs on it?
Not successfully, no.
Turn your heat down. I cook eggs with mine all the time.
No, we have a fancy nonstick pan for eggs.
I haven't used one of those in a long time since I got a pretty nice deck of cast iron going. It's getting pretty beady, I'll tell you that. Yeah. I got a walk the other day. I got to get seasoned up. But anyways, that's another story. Yeah. So
I saw a rapper on Twitter today. He's a like a fame. I never heard of the guy, but it went viral, and he was talking about he's vegan, and so he's going to give up eggs too because it's killing baby chickens. like somebody had to explain to him in the very first post, like, these aren't fertilizer, motherfucker.
you can't get all hung up on details. Like, why are
But
people okay killing carrots?
The
and shit,
vast
not-
majority of comments like did not understand that. It was enlightening, I guess.
I always maintain, like, I think vegetables have feelings too. So how do you justify eating lettuce over a cow? Just because
Well,
the lettuce might be screaming just at a frequency we can't hear. How do you know? I mean, I have no idea. That's not how they communicate.
Plant
Still
can grow
alive.
towards water.
What's that?
Plant can grow towards water.
Yeah, absolutely. Plants respond to
Yeah.
music, like,
It can share-
and sunlight. Like,
share its nutrition with other plants around it.
mhm.
Have you guys, Raleigh, Richard, have you guys been paying attention to this series that they're running in OPB about water issues in Eastern Oregon?
What?
OPB is running a long series investigating the water issues in Eastern Oregon.
Oh yeah, that's all about stealing the water from Paisley.
And coming.
Is Paisley a place?
Yeah.
It's
You're
it's a
stealing
de-
water
it's
from
a
them?
it's a dead lake. They're trying to save water to go into a lake that turns into alkali. The only thing that lives there is brine shrimp.
Yeah. What the hell?
And then going south from there is one of the largest Monsanto dump sites in all of the country that they can't even explain. And Oregon isn't going to foot the bill to pay for. So there's no high ground in that battle. All they're trying to do is steal water.
Who's trying to steal the water?
State.
Huh? Like a corporation? I heard it's
No.
like not even a U.S. corporation that's owns the water rights.
ZX owns the water rights,
Yeah.
which is Food Plot,
No.
which is a Boise company.
No.
But there's also a bunch of other ranchers and people that rely on that water, and an entire town that already got raped over the spotted owl. So, might as well kill them off with taking their last couple drops of water. So
Are you guys running out of water too?
it's not a matter of running out of water. It's just there's not as much water as there normally is.
No.
What they're doing in Paisley is paramount criminal, pretty much.
No.
But it's just it's a nice little live river that they've pretty much burned the top of the watershed completely down.
Yeah, to shit.
Yeah. And now what little bit is running through private ground, and it's being useful. And then it runs into a dry lake, basically a alkali lake. And that's where it dies. It doesn't go anywhere else. There's no fish that go into that lake. They're trying to save the lake for some reason, which is ridiculous. So, but it's, yeah,
Thank you.
it's one of
The
those.
hamburger arrived.
Oh, outstanding. Look at you.
It's just layers and layers of bullshit is what it is. And it's taking something that's not yours for some reason that I can't even fathom, but there's somewhere behind it in the background, somebody wants something, and the way that they're going to do it is to put everybody that's been here for generations out of business.
Well, that's a pretty tried and true method.
Yeah, Chinatown wasn't a hit because it was wrong.
Yeah, exactly. If you haven't seen that movie, folks, that could be our entertainment spotlight. Do we have consensus?
I had a good one for
Never heard of it.
I can't remember what I had for entertainment spotlight. I'll go with that.
Well, if it comes to you, then we can update. But I think it's very topical. Yeah. You haven't heard of it, Joel?
Chinatown?
Yeah.
Maybe I heard of it. I didn't think it was about water rights.
Fuck yeah, dude. Totally.
It seems like
I'm pretty much even before I started the water district job, I pretty much come to the conclusion that everything in the United States is about the effing water.
Yeah.
how can you buy water? How can you buy water rights? How do you do that?
Depends on where you're at.
Let me tell you about my good friend Christina Rebellion out of Moses Lake. She has a service called Western Water Exchange, and she'd be happy to trade or buy water leases for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
actually, Richard did a Far Reaches Extra with her. Yeah.
She is a pioneer in her field. She is the first person to develop there's always been a water rights market. She's the first person to create a marketplace for it, and she is kicking ass.
Awesome.
My shout out to Christina Rebellia.
Whoop, whoop. I can't remember what episode that was, but go back and check it out, folks. It's on Far Reaches Extra. Richard did it quite a while ago. It's a damn good episode.
And that wasn't my first one with her.
No, that's right. You've done 2, I believe, right?
3, I think.
Maybe 3, yeah. So
yeah, she's way ahead of her time.
Let's see how this hamburger is that we got from Hello Fresh.
Nice.
Oh, Hello Fresh. Well, hello, Joel.
How you like that Uruguayan beef?
Is that where it comes from?
If I was going to flip a coin, I'd think that it's either came from there or Australia.
Is that bad?
So October 23rd, FRX 14 was the last one you did with Christina, Richard. So
yep.
You guys go check that one out and then keep on scrolling back. There's more.
So here's the story about Uruguayan beef and Australian beef. One thing that nobody knows is that why Australia, and I have lots of good people I like to talk to in Australia, and they always hate when I bring this up. they've completely ruined their nitrogen cycle. They don't have an organic nitrogen cycle left. So basically, to grow any pasture or any grass-fed beef, they pretty much have to carpet bomb entire pastures with nitrogen
Wow.
because they don't have any more. And then so we talk about like, oh, you got to eat grass-fed because it's environmentally safe. Well, the stuff you're getting from Uruguay and from Brazil and from Australia, no. And they don't have, and everybody goes, oh, United States is all this industrial ag and blah 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 and monocultures and stuff. The United States has more regulations on water and freaking the way that you have to grow crops than any other country in the world. We're probably the most green country in the world when it comes down to it. And you can badmouth everybody and everything, but here we are importing all this products and all this food from all over the country, and we like to swoon over the Australians and the Uruguayans and say, oh, it's pasture raised, it's all this, it's more organic, it's more natural. That's complete and utter horseshit. They use more chemicals and more nitrogen, and they've completely ruined their ecological systems. And they advertise like there's some great ecological wonders, and they're an absolute disaster with no ecological regulations or anything. And meanwhile, everybody in the United States is kicking the shit out of the American farmers and ranchers because they think we're the bad guys. And here we are paying huge amount of taxes. We're doing everything that we can with the EPA, and we have the most stringent environmental policies in the world, and we're the ones getting our ass kicked, and we're importing food like you've never seen before. It's absolutely fucking utterly ridiculous.
What's the nitrogen for? What do they do with nitrogen?
Grows plants. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium is one of the three of the most important NPK. Yeah.
To feed the livestock?
Basically, what we've done with herbicides and fertilizers and everything is we broke down the natural organic nitrogen cycle, which is just like the rain cycle. And once you break it up, it's really hard to create it back. And part of the thing that adds nutrition into your food is a natural organic nitrogen cycle. So when you're putting synthetic nitrogen into your food, you're actually decreasing the nutritional value of that food. Sorry, I'll be done now.
Don't ever be done. Don't ever say sorry.
Put a little ketchup on it. It tastes pretty good.
Thank you, Joel. Thank you very much. Yeah. But that's what always makes me scratch my head. You know, we somehow vilify U.S. ag, and it's head and shoulders above anywhere else in the entire world on any front you want to pick. No doubt. But at least it's real meat. I'll give him that. So
yeah. And actually, if I was gonna move anywhere with a ranch, I'd probably go to Uruguay.
But still, it's a great point, though. Yeah. Again, whenever we, can do something for our own country, we're bringing it from somewhere else. You have to scratch your head and say, "What are we doing?"
Where do like the fast food restaurants get their beef? Does like McDonald's get their beef overseas?
Argentina.
Yeah,
they do. Okay.
You get it wherever they can. Yeah, I do know that a fair amount comes. Some of it comes from the U.S. for sure.
I forgot to tell you the best part. Some of the beef from Uruguay and Brazil comes in on barges, alive,
and then sold as U.S. beef.
Yep.
No
yeah,
joke.
That's a real bastard.
Yeah, I understand. I heard, or actually read today, that there's actually a bill getting drawn up for mandatory country of origin labeling. I don't know if that's going to gain any traction or not, but
comments on it ended today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Interesting.
Which will be good for the American producer.
Do you think they'll actually have some teeth to it?
I'm still of the mind that should be market driven. You shouldn't need anybody to direct you to do that. You should be able. I mean, granted, our country's at a disadvantage for that kind of thinking, but that's probably controversial to some people.
Well, you can get it cheaper overseas doesn't mean you should do that.
But when you look at the sector of our industry that's highly monopolized, and look at the countries that own those companies that monopolize it, I see where the government intervention may have to take place.
Should I send this back to Jess then?
No, enjoy your hamburger. Just
Jess. This is from fucking Argentina. Eating this shit.
you haven't confirmed.
Too much
that yet,
nitrogen. Too much
yeah.
nitrogen in my burger.
Or Jess's apartment's gonna smell like a Dutch oven cooking burger from here on out.
I love it.
I'm gonna say as soon as we get over this carbon frenzy that we're in, the next big thing's gonna be organic nitrogen.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Good old
Holy
cow
cow.
shit.
Rolling and Joel just switched.
Nitrogen's like the fertilizer, right?
Yes.
So what that is?
Affirmative. Yeah. I'm still wondering why.
And you buy it to what? The fuck do you do with nitrogen?
So
What do you do with
it leaves the cycle in several ways. It's either volatilized or it's taken out of the ground by the plants that are grown there. And so you have to find a way to keep it back in there. Or
Some plants actually replace
fix
it,
it.
though.
Like a legume, like alfalfa will actually put nitrogen back into your ground.
Peas.
Legumes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Is
But
that why they go
nitrogen, I think
fields go fallow for a year and shit?
What was that, Richard?
nitrogen also leaches down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this cycle. So it goes through, it gets put back up into the atmosphere. It doesn't stay there very long. Then it goes to the highlands, that it gets caught, and it runs back down to the lowlands, the organic stuff. It's like the rains. It's like the water cycle.
I'm sorry, Dr. Dirt, but I don't remember the full nitrogen cycle right off the top of my head.
And if you don't have that naturally, then Ukraine or Russia produces it, and you spread that all over your field.
Yeah, and it just torches places. Like it synthetic nitrogen makes it so your natural nitrogen cycles won't work anymore.
Oh.
And that's why we have all these. This is one of the reasons why we're depleting our soil so fast, is because we're nuking it with synthetic nitrogen instead of letting the process. Like that's why we had crop rotations and we had animals and
In all,
Do they do that
all
here in
fairness and due
America?
respect, Richard, like inorganic nitrogen is not the most, it's like if you use it right, it's not evil. Like there's a way to make it okay.
Yeah. But you can't. My point is that a lot of people haven't used it right, and it's the only thing that keeps them going.
Well, yeah, it's like it's the cheapest way to get things back up so that they'll grow.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form, instead of actually controlling the system and running it properly, if you will, where you have rotation and you have organic matter returns to it in a natural organic cycle. So yeah, if when you should only add 30 pounds of N per acre, they're putting on 120 because they're not doing anything else for the soil.
Yeah.
So you guys don't. Yeah. You guys don't use that. But...
Well,
yeah.
they might. I mean,
yeah, people use.
I'm not saying it's the end all be all. It's a tool in the belt. It's just not the only tool.
It's not the only thing. Yeah, some is good, more is better is not good that way. So like, if your system's not properly functioning overall, you have to add a lot more in to get it back to where it belongs, and that in return, as Richard's saying, makes it less functioning. So which means you have to put more back on it. So it's sort of a point of diminishing returns on that one for sure.
And honestly, what we're talking about is probably 2 years from being mainstream conversation. So most people are even aware of this total breakdown in the system.
Yeah. And look, there's a whole, if you just go to, you guys start to go to Google and you're the nitrogen, NITRO, and then it's the cycle. That's the first thing that comes up. Like it's yeah.
Does it have little cows in the pasture?
It does, kind of. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but I'm going to save this image in particular. So, We'll see if we can get it posted so everybody can see it. There's very comical ones all the way to, a little over the edge. Yeah.
And I think overall, compared to other countries in the world, ours is in pretty decent shape. But I know Brazil is completely dependent on it.
Yes. Affirmative. I wonder. I guess I can't add the picture to the comment. So. I'll put it up after the show's over. So. It happens. Damn fun conversation.
I should have hedged my bet with Kansas. They're down by 15 at halftime.
I see that. 40-25 at the half, folks. Villanova up over Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas is number one ranked. Only one number one ranked left in the tournament. So yeah.
Villanova. What are you talking about Villanova for?
I mean North Carolina. Yeah. Sorry, still the other night. It's been a long week. Piss off. Yeah. So you still want to go to Chinatown for the entertainment spotlight, Richard?
Sure.
Okay.
Chinatown. It's about what is it about? Nitrogen?
Well, kind of, but it's more about the water. Yeah.
All right.
About the almonds.
It's or pecans, or is it almonds? Pecans?
I don't know. What are those? Does anybody watch Goliath?
First two seasons. Yeah.
Was it the second season that was about the almonds?
I think so. Yeah.
With Dennis Quaid.
Yeah. So here's the IMDb description. It doesn't mention
it's water, a Netflix show, right, Richard?
Yeah.
Prime. Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that's right. Prime. Yeah. A private detective hired to expose an adulterer in 30s Los Angeles finds himself caught up in a web of deceit, corruption, and murder. Directed by Roman Polanski.
Ooh, cancel that.
We can't watch that guy.
I know. I didn't even realize that he directed that.
Raping little kids. Fuck that guy.
Bastards. Yeah, sorry, Richard. Can't do it.
Yeah, we watched the Two Jakes because I don't think he did that one.
Oh, so that's a good point. Let's see. Was that really in 1990?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I realized it was that long afterwards. Yeah.
Who directed Two Jakes?
Who directed Jack freaking Nicholson?
Oh,
it's about but we can watch it. Huh? Jack freaking Nicholson directed the Two Jakes. Yeah. I'll be damned.
Not quite as good. Not quite as good, but
it's not. We'll put it on a maybe. It's a strong maybe because it was all about the water for Chinatown.
Trying to think of another good water movie.
Well, that's just what I was scratching my head over.
Aaron brought
another good water movie.
Yeah, not Aaron Winchovich, no.
Waterboy.
that's
Waterboy.
Aquatic H2O. Yeah. Oh, there's a great Gregory Peck movie where he is a ship captain that comes to work his fiance's father's place. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's about water. Anyways,
I watched a movie the other night with George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg. Perfect Storm.
Oh yeah,
that's a water movie, kind of
up there west.
Waves. Yeah. Good movie.
The best Marky Mark movie with George Clooney is Three Kings.
Yeah, I didn't really like it too much. It was okay, but I've only seen it once.
That reminds me of I don't remember what comic said it, but said Prairie Home Companion is probably my favorite Garrison Keillor, Lindsay Lohan movie.
I have to concur. Yes, I think
Those two
Keeler and
on screen
Lohan
together.
series that they ran through for quite a while. Yeah. Oh, God, there's got to be some reachers out there who have a good water movie on them. John
Dude.
Boy. I'm asking you.
Overboard. Overboard. The water movie.
Overboard. Thinking more of like the political aspects of water, not necessarily just because it's water. But not necessarily. That's kind of where I was thinking of it. Not necessarily the direction we have to go. Yeah. So. Yeah.
River Runs Through It, starring Ivan Bigsby.
I know there's one really good one, and I just can't think of it.
Give me a second, man. Yeah, you keep talking. I'm gonna go to IMDb real quick.
What are you gonna Google? Movies about water?
Yeah. No.
Isn't Matt Damon in like a fucking movie about water?
He's all jacked up about water. He actually has
Yeah, he started an organization called Water.
Yeah, he did. So I was gonna try to find that Gregory Peck movie. If I could think of what it was called. I have to see the name of it before I'd recognize it. He carries a pocket watch all the time. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to convince Jess that we need to get rid of HelloFresh then. I don't want to eat Argentinian beef.
Just do some research on it. See where it comes from. Let us know what you find out. Yeah. Figure out where our sourcing is. It happens. That was an older one too. It's really weird. Anyways, well, we'll figure something out. Yeah, we got it. We got resources.
What was our last entertainment spotlight?
We had two of them actually. We had fucking Old Henry and Open Range.
Oh, thank God.
Has anybody watched Old Henry yet? Micah and
Yeah.
I have been trying to get you two to watch that for months.
Doc
I've
Fister
not.
suggested we watch Waterworld. I tell you, Richard, I told my uncle Buckwheat about Old Henry, and he's watched it like 4 or 5 times. So that's all you need to know.
Okay, I gotta watch it then.
Yeah.
Might do it right
Eventually we're going to give it away, and I don't want to do that before you watch it. So,
all right.
yeah. Just that's when Buckwheat asks me about a movie, I'm pretty careful because if he doesn't like it, he'll come smash me. So,
I believe it's on Showtime. If you have like a Showtime subscription.
I can just rent it.
it's been all over. Yeah. So it's worthwhile. I think you'll. Yeah. And I liked it better the second time because I picked up on other things that I've missed the first time. So put it that way. But I still enjoyed it the first time. So we recommend it. We should probably just freaking do that since we haven't ever talked about it. Raleigh, you drinking moonshine? Oh, okay.
All this talk about water made me thirsty.
Yeah, Raleigh's got jalapeno poppers and moonshine. That's pretty good, Loudoun County.
Yeah.
Oh, those jalapeno poppers look so good.
Yeah.
Don't trust a fart tomorrow.
No, sir. Yeah, you'll be a shit man of getting. It might cause a brush fire. Don't get too close to your haystack. Yeah.
It's supposed to be cold. I'll have to warm the day up.
Yeah, you'll be Dutch oven in yourself and your coveralls. Yes. Just shoot right up.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for entertainment.
Ooh, my hands are cold. Woo, there we go. Yeah, low fire. That's nice. Real nice. Yeah.
Blame it on the cows.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, global warming, man, it's everywhere. Yeah. Well, how about we just do Old Henry and Open Range, and since we still haven't talked about it because not everybody's watched them yet. So how's
Bill
that
probably
work?
has an open range, and the rest of us have.
Who's in Open Range? Who's that? Is that a John
Duvall and
Wayne
Costner.
movie?
No, it's a newer one. Robert Duvall and Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner's in, huh?
Yeah, you might have heard of him. He's been in
Yeah.
a couple other things. Yeah.
He's in is he in
Tin Cup,
The baseball movie.
Waterworld, Bull Durham, Love
The
Your
one where he
Game,
says, "Hey,
Field-
Dad, how about a catch?"
Field of Dreams.
That
Probably.
was Field of Dreams.
Wolves.
Dances with Wolves is probably the
Yellowstone.
most awarded one ever.
Yeah, he's been in a shit ton of movies. Yeah.
Yellowstone.
You know, he
was
kicked that
Yellowstone.
guy onto his house.
Who?
What?
He kicked the guy that wrote Dances with Wolves was living in Kevin Costner's house in L.A. trying to become a writer, but he was drunk all the time. And Kevin Costner got sick of putting up with him, kicked him out of his house. Didn't hear from him for like 6 years. The guy came and met him and gave him the script for Dances with Wolves.
Well, there you go.
I've never seen that movie. Actually, is it good? Is it
Really?
worth it?
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
All right.
So long, you only have one shot to watch it because you'll never
Yeah.
watch it a second time.
It's true. So, Richard, out of our roommates, who owes us a script for a good movie then? You mean Pollo? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Pollo again?
Keith. Yeah. Because he despises chicken. So, naturally, that's his name, Pollo.
He hates chicken.
Ty
does,
Curley.
What?
Like you want to eat
Hi,
a chicken
Curly.
wing or anything?
He does not like the Pollo. Yeah. So, that's why we call him Pollo. Amongst other things. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. It's kind of like calling a tall guy shorty, so.
Oh, I remember what I had. My revolutionary thought for entertainment spotlight. Maybe we can do this in the future. Everybody picks their best Zeppelin song.
Dude.
So they like it.
So let me get this clear. Listen to Led Zeppelin and then come back here and say what song we like best.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll be a good discussion. See, Raleigh was Led Zeppelin was a band in the 60s and 70s. They used to do backup for Willie Nelson.
I've gotten had some of my gummies and watched them on YouTube a little bit. It's pretty fascinating to do that.
One of my favorite Zeppelin songs is when Heart does their cover of Stairway to Heaven at Lincoln Center. That's like really cool, dude. And
Yeah, you
Zeppelin
can't say that song, right?
Zeppelin's in the audience. Yeah, no Stairway. Yeah. So
I found this new YouTube.
Read the sign. No stairway.
Found this new YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And it's Professor of Rock.
dude, I watch that guy all the time.
Yeah, and he did a really great breakdown of Kashmir. So I
Oh,
was
cool.
thinking about,
Oh, I need
was
to check
thinking
that out.
about- Yeah, so
The greatest songs and lyrics of all time. Thank
Yep.
you to Zinni Eyewear. Yeah,
yep.
I watch that guy a
Okay,
lot. Yeah,
That guy's badass.
he does good stuff, man. Yeah, it's one of my go-tos for sure.
First one I saw was on Huey Lewis in the News.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
There's the other guy. Guy's name is Rick Beato. Does a bunch of like why this is the best song for this, the best. Why this song's awesome, I think, or something like that. He breaks them down a lot. He's more on the musician side of things, but it's pretty entertaining as well. It's not quite as it's a different informative than Professor Rock is. But yeah, Rick Beato, it's a pretty good one too.
Did you know that Professor Rock's from Pocatello?
Yeah, I remember because he talked about like what his dad used to do and where they lived one day, and I was like, holy crap, dude. Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. He does a great job too. It's well produced. He does a pretty good job on that show.
You can tell he's an extra.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Better than most TV shows. Yeah. Like I'll watch that quite a bit. It's pretty bueno.
I'm looking forward to exploring Led Zeppelin. That's like it's a weak spot for me. I don't know any Led Zeppelin. Really.
Oh, cool. Be
You'll know
worthy
more than
adventure.
You'll know
Yeah.
more than you
That's-
think.
That's a good point. You'll know more than you think
Probably.
for sure. Yeah.
That guy's
That
still
you will.
alive, right? The lead singer.
Yeah.
He just quit, right?
Well, they all
He's
kind of
Jimmy
did.
Page,
Yeah.
he always
Jimmy
quits.
Page. Yeah. Yeah. What's that? It's gonna get loud. It might get loud with Jimmy Page and the
Oh, the Plant.
Edge and
Oh, Jack White.
yeah. Something about getting loud. It might get loud. Yeah. If you haven't seen that yet, check it out, Joel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Page and the Edge and Jack White sitting around basically
Telling
watching Jimmy
stories.
Page. Yeah.
Oh crap!
What's that?
Oh, my phone's about to die.
Well, yeah, get her plugged in. We're gonna I think we'll start doing our happy ending if that's right with everybody. We got some good notes. We've got we're gonna catch up on Old Henry and Open Range for our spotlights since they've been on the list for a while. We just never have talked about them or looked at them. So, and we really can't talk about Old Henry till you sons of bitches see it, because it would kind of ruin it for me.
Yeah, watch it tonight, Raleigh.
Yeah, Raleigh.
I've got a bad snowstorm coming, and I'm going to be out in the cows all night, so that's probably
Yeah.
not going to work.
But put it on your list. I think when you get time,
Snow
Ross,
in
it's worthwhile.
April.
Put it on your list for 2064 when you can take
Yeah.
a break.
It's
Yeah.
Wallowa County, Joel. Wallowa County.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
April has good calf killers up here.
fucking A, man. Yeah. So let you kick off our happy ending if you like, Mr. Bixby.
Well, happy ending. Is this like the best thing?
Yeah. That's a big daddy request, and so I think
Oh, perfect. Well,
I thought that
I'm
would
just
be a good name.
gonna have a shout out and a good thing for anybody in the livestock business in the Northwest area. And shout out to Mr. John Davis at Scion Livestock Solutions.
John boy.
Yeah, I got put in touch with him by the Micah, and turns out he's a great asset to anybody in the ranching world up here when it comes to pharmaceuticals and minerals and whatnot, veterinarian solutions. So I highly recommend anybody get in touch with him if you if anybody is interested. I'm sure we can put something up on the far reaches here
We
for
can.
contact info.
We can
And
put his contact info up. We've actually done a Far Reaches extra with him a while ago as well to talk about his Scion livestock. So we'll get both going. Yeah, highly recommend it.
Oh, that was a great.
they provide a great service, and I highly recommend them. So
Outstanding. I
Yeah.
could not agree more.
You save or make you money, or both.
he saved me. On average calf years, I would say that on my spring vaccination program, he saved me at least one calf.
Wow.
So that's just spring vac. So, I mean, that might not seem like a lot to some folks, but well worth it. So,
Hey, Rawls, before
Yes.
you're done, I'm
Yeah.
running a worming experiment. When do you worm your cattle normally?
I like to worm them in the spring when they're out grazing more. But I worm them twice a year when I work fall and spring work. Just we can have some wetter summers up here. They're in a lot more wet environment. I use of course off the top of my head, it's my mind's blank right now. Zoetis product in I don't know why I can't think of it. Dectamax, excuse me. I use Dectamax. It has a longer life and covers more of the parasitics than any other. And then on the calves, I use long range, and I worm them at branding, and it does.
Long range
So
is good
far-
shit, Maynard. Yeah.
It does so far show results on weight gain. So
Nice.
that's just, I think you get what you pay for when you're talking about parasitic control. and it's worth the money to pay for the Dectamax in the long range. So that's my 2 cents. It might not be that way for everybody.
Thanks.
I don't know. I do, going back to the Scion livestock. I was very impressed with some of the things that they offer. They offer laboratory testing results for feed, water analysis, milk. They do a lot of different testing. And then, like I said, they've got veterinarian solutions. Sounds like they're gonna have some pregnancy diagnostics, breeding soundness exams
yeah.
for bulls, bangs vaccinations, heifer and pre-breeding exams. I was really impressed that they have onboard vets that you can get your prescription drugs through as well. So definitely be doing a lot of business with them and anybody in the ranching community, and well worth taking a look at.
I think John's just got a really good base knowledge on vaccine programs and overall that whole scenario. But he's just such a resource on that.
And not just that, but he is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's his service that he's provided is amazing. I was very impressed.
Outstanding. Good to hear that.
What'd you learn that you didn't know?
From John?
Yeah.
Honestly, the questions that I've had just pertaining to the vaccine that I ordered, he could answer everything that you didn't know or wanted to know. He was well-rounded and has a firm grasp on the products that he's selling. So I was asking him about his salt that they're providing. We get block salt here and been getting it through Jake over at Oregon Trail, and John has definitely caught my interest on the rock salt that they're providing. Off the top of my head, I don't recall what it was, but I'm gonna be getting back in touch with him. And it's a loose salt that they get better absorption through. So just various little things that he had knowledge of that are gonna help a guy's program. So
he's worth chatting with, Richard. If nothing else, just a good contact. You guys will get along well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the podcast you had with him. So
well, thank you. Yes, it was fun. He's a good guy, good friend of mine.
So that was
Richard, you want to give us a happy ending?
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to finish up his reach around.
I figured so. He's on. I think his phone's on. It's just dark. It looks really weird. It's kind of like this ominous
Sorry
thing. It's okay. You, man. That's fine. Yeah.
No, so I've been ranting and raving about carbon markets, and I'd pretty much given up on them. And although I cannot, well, might be able to. Yes, I think I can. I think they said something publicly here. There's a new product out that can measure carbon at the atomic level with gamma technology, which I ran in the oil field. And it's Carbon Asset Solutions out of Canada. And really got some really cool stuff cooking. And call me, and he goes, "What do you think about carbon markets?" And I said, "I've given up on carbon markets." And he said, "Well, hear me out," and answered all my questions, which I've never had a carbon market person answer all my questions before, and was up front with the pricing structure, which is also very rare, and cuts out the they do the monitoring of the carbon, and they sell the carbon directly to the marketplace, and therefore there's no people with their hand in the pot, and there's no organizations that can hold the carbon over you for one reason or another. So it's just a real direct exchange on a marketplace, a certified marketplace, and they come and measure your carbon at an atomic level. It's something like 5,000 times more efficient than what we do now with the soil test, as far as the carbon measurement. Not a lot of the other stuff, but yeah, so super exciting, and I think it's going to really sort of revolutionize soil health, and the funding that people that are taking care of soil are going to be able to do. So that's been pretty exciting 3 weeks learning about all this, and waiting for it to sort of roll out and start really changing this whole conversation we're having and putting it back in the seat of the people that are actually making the investment and taking the risk on the land.
Where it should be. Yeah. Outstanding.
Yeah.
Anything else making you happy?
Oh, I got a lot of healthy calves. Oh, I just jinxed myself.
Yeah.
But my Facebook feed is just full of calves right now.
Yeah.
Kinky. Yeah.
So I switched up some stuff. I scaled back my vaccination program, and sort of betting on the natural immunity that the calf has. I think that I'm working a lot of that immunity out of them with some of the stuff I was doing. And so they seem well. I have some new mineral. I've got a new mineral program, and changed up some of the stuff I was doing, and I got nice, bright, hardy calves.
Good mineral program is the foundation to all of that, my good sir.
Shout out to Rio Max.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yeah, good mineral program is key. Improves your titers if nothing else, but you definitely get your everything else balanced out. So don't get me started on that. Yeah. Cool. Joel, you feeling happy?
Yeah, I'm watching this game. Kansas has been down by a lot, but now they have a chance to bring it within.
They're coming back.
Within 4.
It's 38-45 right now with 14:50 left.
Got 3 free throws coming up.
Oh, they fouled him on the ringer. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Hibachi too. Yeah.
Fucking missed the first one. My friend Tony just texted me that Doug Stanhope is going to be doing some comedy shows in New York on Friday and Saturday.
You got to get to that.
I think I'm going to go try to see him on Friday or Saturday night.
You got to go check that out. Yeah.
Jess is going to be out of town. She's going to a bachelor party or something.
Probably a bachelorette. Maybe she's going to a bachelor party, but I'm guessing.
Well, it's like, those couples that do, like a joint thing.
They have a
joint.
They announce it on their joint Facebook page, and then they have like a joint.
Yeah.
Just not going to go to that one. Yeah.
She's going to one of those. I did not get invited.
I would recommend you go anyways. Yeah. So you'll have some time is what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be here this weekend. I'm going to maybe go check out Stanhope.
That'd be cool. That'd be way cool.
Yeah. If you guys don't know who he is, I'm sure you apparently do, Micah. You know?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I know Doug Stanhope.
Okay. Yeah. Look him up on YouTube. He's pretty funny.
He's right up there with David Tell and that kind of gang for me. That's kind of
where does he live? He lives in like New Mexico or something, right?
Is it? Oh, really? Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's wild.
In some small town in New Mexico.
Las Cruces.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
I thought it was Bigsby, actually. Bigsby?
Oh, it might be.
That's Arizona, I think.
Bigsby, Arizona, yeah.
Yeah.
Bigsby's in Oklahoma.
Well, there's also in Arizona, I think. Yeah.
Some small town has this really bright, multicolored house that all the comics like to go vacation at and just get fucking wasted, I think is what they do.
He's in Bisbee, Arizona. Yeah.
Bisbee, not Bigsby.
Yeah. That's it. So thanks, Google. Actually, thank you, DuckDuckGo. Yeah. So
down by 5 with the ball.
14 minutes left and driving to court. Yeah. So we don't have a Jamie like Joe Rogan does. So we have to make do with a Micah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch this.
Well, let's see.
Been
My
real.
happy ending. My company was merged with another bigger company this week, and that's been a long time coming. So it's pretty badass. So we'll see how
Yeah, that's
much
pretty cool.
how that rolls. But, that's
So
pretty
this company
eventful.
at bottom is publicly traded.
I believe so. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Is genetics is part of what they do, or are they all genetics?
Oh, they do. They're mostly lab supplies, and on like supplying the labs for both human and everything agrigenomics wise. And they do some genotyping, and then what we do fits very well to the very top end of what they do already. So like they do this low end, and we do everything else. So it fits really, really well. Yeah, they're based out of the UK, but they have 8 or 10 facilities in the US right now, I think. So not counting ours. So yeah, should be highly entertaining for me over the next couple of years. So if not more, we shall see. But yeah, it was a long time coming. We finally got it all put together. And so I had a nice little shindig on Friday. And I got to go to Sam's Club Friday morning and blow about $500 for refreshments. Yeah. So it's quite good. Yeah. So that was my highlights. So we were going to do open range and Old Henry. Finally get that out of the list, hopefully next time. So
And Led Zeppelin.
yes, and your Zeppelin song. What's your favorite Zeppelin song? So that should keep everybody rolling. So until then, we're going to wrap this Reacher episode up. Thanks again to our good friends at B&K Auto. They help us get this thing going, and we'll have some more stuff coming out on that very soon. So we appreciate all they do. We appreciate you all listening, watching, comments that we're on tonight, Facebook Live, tracking us down on YouTube, and on the folks that listen all the time on iTunes and everywhere else, and Spotify. So we thank you much for all that. And you know what? We're going to see y'all very soon. And until then, you just got to, as we say, keep on reaching. So enjoy, and we'll see you back then.